Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. But first, friends, temperatures aren't the only thing rising. Gasoline prices, food prices, tensions throughout society, global conflicts, supply chain breakdowns, you name it. Experts say the looming global food crisis will be worse than any year since World War II. What should you do? Go to preparewithjericho.com and get your long-term emergency food storage for My Patriot Supply while you still can. My Patriot Supply is America's largest preparedness company with millions of satisfied customers. Their food lasts for up to 25 years in storage. When you need it, it will be there. Act quickly and save $150 on a 3-month emergency food kit. These kits provide breakfast, lunch, dinners, drinks, and snacks, totaling over 2,000 calories a day. These kits will be there when no one else is, and when you are avoiding those lines. You won't go hungry when you have this emergency food. So go to preparewithjericho.com and save $150 on your 3-month emergency food kit. That's preparewithjericho.com. Get your family's emergency food while there's still time. Go to preparewithjericho.com. America's angry old man. Some people around the world call him president, but to us, that's what he is. That's what he's acting like. So he was in front of the AFL-CIO, acting like a straight jackass, upset. Said he's tired of hearing this crap. He's tired of hearing that it's reckless government spending that has put us into inflation time, that has gotten us into inflation mode. It's somebody else's fault. It's Putin, his price hikes, and other empty bullshit lies. But the angry old man yelling from his porch, he reminds me of that comedian Jeff Dunham, who has the puppets, and he's a ventriloquist. There's like an angry old man who looks like this all the time. That's the face he makes. Man, that's Biden. Okay, that's who he is. He's an angry old man yelling at the kids riding their skateboards on the sidewalk in front of his house. Also, Fox News sucks. They let us down. They gave us a good kick in the nuts the other day. I'm not happy. I'm not a big watcher of Fox News. I do like Tucker Carlson. I don't know why people hate on that. He tells the truth. If you got a problem with that, then I wouldn't recommend listening to him or watching his show. But I do like Tucker Carlson. But Fox News really dropped the ball the other day. We'll talk about that. And there's shortages. There's a tampon shortage. What? How? I never even knew that was possible. When's the last time you heard of a damn tampon shortage in America? The last time before this one in America, the only other time I heard of a tampon shortage was in Venezuela. So is that where we're headed? Is that what they want us to be? I thought Bernie was the only one that wanted us to be like Venezuela or Sweden. The tampons are not in large supply as they should be. So ladies, I don't know. We'll talk about that shit. And the Border Patrol agents, you remember the infamous whipping of the Haitians? That was so stupid. But those guys, they escaped any punishment from the Border Patrol because they didn't do anything wrong. But since Biden's pervertus is desperate, he's going to punish them anyway. Even though you didn't do nothing wrong, I'm going to punish you anyway. And then what's with the all these food processing plants burning down? At least 20 of them. I may be missing some, but the last count, it was like 19 or 20 of them that burned down. When's the last time that happened? I'm sure these places have fire extinguisher and fire safety systems and halon, all this shit. Like, why are food processing plants burning down? And in Kansas, there were 3,000 cows that died from the heat wave. It's weird. There's pictures of them out there where they're all lined up, 3,000 dead, bloated cows. Weird. And also, they found the the white supremacists that they have wet dreams about. Apparently, I guess they found them in Idaho. There was a pride parade, and all you Idahoans better have been there. You better have your pride strapped on tight this month. You show support. Bring the kids, everybody. Get out there and support the pride parades in your area now. So they were having one in Idaho somewhere, and they found a U-Haul van truck, the box van, box thing, whatever, a U-Haul truck full of white supremacists that were about to go to this pride parade and start a riot and do white supremacist shit. Good thing law enforcement was tipped off and they got these bad people. I don't know about you, but smells a little smullety, right? Smells a little juicy smullety. Oh yeah, don't forget, guys, very important. Venmo, GreenforGreen, Cash.app, $Jericho Green, and the number 1. Father is the promo code to get 20% off all green gear, all caps, by the way. Super chats, first come, first serve. I see a couple of them rolling in right now. Be a part of the group. Don't let them be alone. And this is a viewer-supported platform, so any and all help is very much appreciated. And if you want to do it old school, you want to go snail mail on me, that's cool too. P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. Laid back, I see you. Luke, I see you. Matthew, JD, I even see you in here. Yo, Hoser, Christian, Chris Law, Oscar, Dustin. Man. Dustin says, ooh, Joey hasn't been that angry since he got into it with Corn Pop at the pool. Hey, don't bring that up. That's a very traumatic memory for him. He had to fight that dude on his own. He was the only thing standing between Corn Pop and total destruction of the pool. So you take that shit serious, all right? Because he told Corn Pop, I'll meet you out in the parking lot with a chain. Who believes that? Someone, next time you're out in public, find somebody who really believes that and pick their brain. Please tell me what part of that story is believable. Spun Bearing 65, all those perverted activists left. Joey, one angry ass potato. I've never, since the last time I played Mr. Potato Head, I've never seen a potato that angry. But this one is. This potato is pissed, so watch out. Watch out. Leroy, man, that's a cool. I haven't heard that name in a long time. That's a main character of my favorite movie growing up, Last Dragon. Leroy Green. I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about that legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Love that movie, 1985. I miss you. Roddy, King, Boo, Zion, Mo, John, Park, and RV outside of Google. What's up, Marcella? Everybody, I see you. You're right, Marcella. This is Cuba. Why did they name all these communist countries like they want us to be like them? I guess they do. Because like those communist countries, we don't have enough tampons. So speaking of the tampons, so a lot of things are playing into this tampon shortage, the supplies, the plastic, the cotton. We do get it from some of those supplies from other countries. There's a worker shortage. There's not enough people at these plants to make them. There aren't enough delivery drivers, truck drivers to deliver them to the stores. I wonder why. You think it's because people were paid to stay at home? If you're making twice the money you make out in the world, sitting at home, kicking it on the couch, it's going to be hard to peel you off that couch, isn't it? And people are going to suffer. Now, transportation, because truck drivers, trucks are considered a form of transportation, right? Don't we have a transportation secretary, head of transportation? Don't we have somebody who's supposed to be focused on the transportation and the supply chain issues? Before I get to that, Michelle wants to know, Jericho, what is your Cash App? I'll tell you, $Jericho Green and the number 1. Thank you very much. So again, trucks, transportation, supply chains, so where's our transportation czar or whatever he's called? Where is he? Oh, he's probably at home. He's probably at home with he's probably home with his new baby. Huh. Him and his husband had a baby. So he's probably at home with the baby, spending time, making memories, spending moments with this child, right? Well, guess what? booty gauge. We all wish we could do that too. We all wish we could just stay at home and kick it and spend time with our kids and not have to go out in that pesky world and work. But some of us do. Some of us do. You included, Pete. Get your ass out there, no pun intended. Get your ass out there and get this stuff going. Take care of these supply chain issues that we've been dealing with for months. Months we've been dealing with this shit. What are you guys doing? Is America not as powerful as we thought it was? Or we thought it is? What's going on? Don't we have some muscle to flex? Don't we have some power? Can't we make people do shit? Haven't we been giving other countries so much money and support, military aid and shit for years? Isn't it time for a little payback? Why can't you go to these countries we get these supplies from and say, hey, give us more now. We need it. We've been taking care of you. Take care of us. We'll get you on the back end, but my people need it now. Help me now. Maybe we need to get J.G. Wentworth as the president. Why not have J.G. Wentworth? Because if it's your money and you want it now, J.G. Wentworth is going to get it to you. J.G. Wentworth should be in charge of our country, not Bidenist perverters, our grandpa in chief, Mr. Hey, this isn't the mall. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Maybe he shouldn't be in charge. JG, you ever remember those commercials? It's my money and I want it now. And JG Wentworth gets it to him. But we had a guy, it wasn't JG Wentworth. No. It was something else. We had a guy in there not too long ago, and he was making shit happen. He was telling other countries, hey, we've been paying you all this money. Now it's time for a return on our investment. Give us this or else, or we will tighten the purse strings on your country. We will slow that money to a damn trickle if you don't give us what we want or what we deserve. But we don't have that anymore. We have the angry guy from his porch. That's all we got now. No one's afraid of him. Nobody respects him. Somebody said in the comments yesterday, China's fucking with Taiwan. North Korea's fucking with South Korea now. What? Wasn't it peaceful out there? Because we had a big, scary American dog barking at the rest of the world, and he would bite if necessary. Not anymore. Now ladies can't get their feminine products. So it's bad enough when women are on their period, but now they can't get the products that they need. Thanks a lot, Bidenist perverters. You're making it pretty tough out here for the fellas. It was bad enough. Now you got to throw this in the period fire too? Tampons, those are always there. We never had to worry about shortages like this. Empty shelves. If we saw empty shelves before, it was either the store wasn't ordering shit correctly, somebody dropped the ball, or there was a particular situation that happened. And it wasn't across the board. It was just this one thing. I remember when I worked at Trader Joe's during the fires in Paradise, California a couple years ago. Some of the bakeries that made the bread for us were in that area and they burned down. So we didn't have the bread. There was nowhere to bake it. We had to find a new vendor. And it was like that for a little bit, but then we took care of it. It wasn't nationwide. This is some third world shit. To see all these pictures and all these videos of people uploading to the internet about where you just see the tag with the name of the product. No product. Similac, Infamil, empty. Tampons, empty. These are very important things, and this can't be a coincidence. There's too many things. So you got the processing plants burning down. You got livestock dying, shortages on baby formula and tampons and other things. And then, and then Bidenist pervertist wants us to start allocating a certain amount of corn for ethanol. So there's already a food shortage. Corn is in damn near everything, and we feed it to everything that we eat. So this is prime time for you to cut even more into the corn, the food supply. This shit isn't an accident. This isn't Putin. Stop blaming this on if that's the case, if you allow a foreign dictator to have so much sway over our lives, then you fucked up, American government. Why would you let this little tin can dictator have us by the short and curlies, have us by the red, white, and blue balls right now? Putin, that's Putin, one dude. One dude is bringing America to its knees? I don't believe that shit. But yeah, and was it Kansas? 3,000 cows dead from the heat wave. Huh. You think cows in Kansas would be pretty acclimated to the weather there? Now, if it was a tornado, Kansas would do that. Dorothy taught us all about that. Yeah, tornadoes will come through there. If a freak tornado came through and picked all 3,000 of these cows up and dropped them on the ground and killed them, shit. I don't know what to say. Nothing we can do about that. Didn't see that one coming, Mother Nature. But from a heat wave, 3,000 cows? Then another food processing plant burned down the other day. What's up with that shit? What if we had this rash of fires in food processing plants? Again, it can't be a coincidence. Take those tinfoil hats off. We don't need them. This shit is happening. And from our normal minds, we would, how could a government do this to its own people? How can these world organizations do this shit to people? Allow this to happen to people, their own people? I don't think they view us as human. I think they view us as some kind of experiment, like they're gods and we're down here on earth and they're playing with our lives for their amusement. They don't see us as human because you couldn't do this to another human being. You couldn't starve human beings. You couldn't make human beings go through life without the essentials. And again, I'm a snob. Okay, I don't do shortages. This is America. We're above that. We're better than that. That's some shit for other countries to deal with. That's for you third world people to deal with. Not here. Not the beacon for the rest of the world. This bastion of freedom. No way. No way. Well, I say, wait. This shit is happening. And it's scary. If it's this bad now, I'm paying $7.29 a gallon for gas. And it just went up yesterday to the nationwide average is $5 a gallon. Now, to us Californians, that's the shit we wish for. We wish it was dropped down to $5 a gallon, but this is part of the plan. They want to jack that shit up so high. If they jack it up to $10 a gallon, well, shit, we'll be thankful for $7. They jack it up to 12, we'll be thankful for 9. They jack it up to 15, we'll be thankful for 10. That's what they want. They said it. Maybe you guys should start driving electric cars. Why? Do you know how expensive electric cars are? But if they price us out of combustible engines, what are we supposed to do? Because a lot of places don't have public transit like cities do, like New York or something, or LA. It's not possible to not have a vehicle. You need one. But if it's too damn expensive to drive, what are you supposed to do? Quit your job? Get money from the government? Huh? Get on that government, that swollen, engorged, veiny government tea? Well, you would have to. That's what they want. Cradle to grave. All our needs and wants, we have to go to them to get it. They're our mommy and daddy. They want to be in control of everything. Our relationships, our children, our money, our jobs, our food. And what do they think is going to happen when people don't have enough money to feed themselves, and even worse, their families? Because I'll sit here, I'll be hungry. I'll get those, what my dad would call missed meal cramps for my kids. I'll go without so they can have. But if they don't have enough, they're going hungry, I'm going to get that food from somewhere. I'm not going to let my kids starve to death. That might cause people to grab their firearms and do something about it. But not if they take them. Then what are you going to do? You want to go get some money for your kid? Well, you can't. It's under armed guard, and you're not armed. So what are you going to do? Go over there and get shot? I'm telling you, the tinfoil hat is gone. That shit don't even exist anymore because all this shit is happening. A mass shooting? Gotta tighten down on those guns. Even though 99.9% of you would never even think of doing that shit, you got to pay the price for these one or two fucking psychos. These one or two demons that welled up from hell and got loose. We have to pay? So if my neighbors get divorced, I got to divorce my wife too? Why not? That's their logic. That makes sense to them. That's what they want us to do. That's what they're telling us. But let's stay away from the heavy lifting. Let's stay away from the work. Let's stay away from the border. Let's stay away from the fentanyl deaths. Let's stay away from the mass murders in these hoods, these fucked up neighborhoods. Let's stay away from abortion. And let's worry about stupid shit. Like making sure we have maternity flight suits. Let's worry about dumb shit like that. Let's have the border czar go to pride events instead of the border. They're avoiding their chores. They're not doing the work that they were hired to do. So if you hired somebody to come to your house and they don't ever show up, wouldn't you want your money back? Wouldn't you fire them? You hire a landscaper and they never showed up, but you already paid them? That's what's happening here. They're not doing the job that they were hired to do. And they see nothing wrong with it because they haven't faced any consequences. They know we ain't going to do shit. That's what they think. We ain't going to do shit. So let's keep burning down their processing plants. Let's keep killing the cattle that they were eventually going to eat. Let's not have the shelves stocked with food for their babies. You know what? Speaking of the formula shortage, ice cold water. Speaking of the baby formula shortages, so we have that new White House press secretary, the little Haitian who's the first, shut the fuck up, right? So she was in front of reporters as she does every day. What an easy job. And one of the reporters asked her, hey, do you have any new information on the the baby formula shortage? Remember, a society is judged on how it treats its elderly, children, and animals. Okay? So, do you have any updates on the baby formula shortage, for these American babies? Now, I know she's not sympathetic too much. She doesn't understand what it's like to have a baby because you can't make a baby with two clams. You can't scissor your way into parenthood. Okay? She's cool with the donut glaze on her face. That's fine. But she can't have any kids. So I understand her not understanding completely. But there has to be a soft spot in your heart, if you have one, for children, for babies. Okay? So what about these babies and their formula? The food that they eat. Do you have any updates? Wyclef's cousin, you got the floor. You know what she said? I'm going to show you what she did, because I think it's better if I show you instead of telling you. Okay, let me get in character. First black woman, LGBT alphabet soup group. Got it. Okay, here we go. Okay, you, go ahead. What's your question? So, do you have any updates on the baby formula shortage? Yes. Let me see. Somewhere. Okay, so we don't have any updates for you right now. I know that I told you last week that we were working on things and we'd have an update, but we don't have an update right now. And scene. Wow, that felt really weird to act that stupid. So her answer to, does the administration have an answer or an update on the baby formula shortage? Again, shortages. This is America. We don't fucking do shortages. And his mouthpiece, his spokesperson bullshitted by thumbing through that binder. You know damn good and well you didn't have any updates. And if you did, do you need to read it? It should be right here at the front of your mind because it's very important. But she thumbed through that binder knowing damn good and well she didn't have an answer. Further, but you know what? The American people should get together and have the largest class action suit in American history and sue the federal government for giving us cancer from all the smoke they blow up our ass. We're going to need chemotherapy soon from the cancer we get from all that damn smoke. Damn cigarettes, the government will give you cancer before a pack of cigarettes from the constant smoke that is going up our ass. They don't care about no damn baby formula shortage. They don't care about a tampon shortage. They don't care about the food processing plants burning down or 3,000 cows dying from the heat. You know how many burgers you can get from a cow? You get about 350 to 400 burgers from one cow. That's just the ground beef. You know how many people that would have fed? They don't care. You make time for the things that are important to you. She didn't. The administration didn't make time because their press secretary was like, I knew I had it somewhere. I don't have anything for you now. Sorry. So all you mothers out there who need formula for your baby, look at your baby and say, sorry. I don't have an answer for you right now. So with their eyes, when they're looking at you saying, hey, you got an update on that baby formula situation, Mom? Just look back at your baby and say, I don't have anything for you now. Good night. They don't care. What? Go to another country and say, gimme. We need this right now. Mexico. I saw a video last week, some lady in Mexico at Costco. They got more formula than they know what to do with. It was formula everywhere. They had so much formula, they could have been doing the fucking LeBron James with that shit and not even care. So how did Mexico get their baby formula? Pallets of it in Costco. Where did they get it? Oh, we can't have it because the instructions aren't in English. I don't give a shit. Babies don't speak English. They don't speak at all. Give them some formula. Get the temperature right, shake that shit up, and shove it in their mouth and give that baby some nutrients. Mexican babies are fine. Mexican babies got the fat wrists. The rolls. You ever see a baby with the rolls on their wrist? That's the cutest shit in the world. Little fat Mexican babies. We got damn POW Auschwitz babies up here because you fuckers can't get it together. What are you talking about? Shortages? Somebody pinch me up here, not down there, you perverts. Somebody pinch me right here and wake me up. This has to be a nightmare. Because we got somebody named Buttigieg in charge of our supply chains. Yep, you know what? I figured it out. Guys, damn it. It just came to me. I just figured out why we can't get the supply chain shit under control. Because it's Pride Month. Buttigieg is over there throwing glitter up in the air and shit. He's busy. Leave him alone. He's busy. He got his baby swaddled in a rainbow blanket and he's doing the damn thing at the pride parades. That's why, guys. I forgot. Because he's the first gay. I don't care about that shit. Gotta remember to turn my damn phone off when I do this. I don't care about that shit, Pete. Get that baby. I know you got the money. Get that baby. Matter of fact, damn a nanny. Don't you got a man? Have him watch that damn baby and get your ass to work. I've said this before. I will say it again. Our elected officials need to have the same mindset of a police department that has a big case. Remember when that Smollett shit was happening? All the overtime those Chicago police officers had to put in during this fucking crisis that you created. You guys need to call all you elected officials, need to call your families, your wives, your husbands, or whatever. I'm not going to be home. I'm going to be home late tonight. Roll your sleeves up, loosen your ties, order some Chinese food and pizza because you're going to be here for a while. Why have they not fixed this shit yet? Why not? He was Mr. Executive Order. He was signing all kinds of crazy shit. Oh, and then yesterday, I'm so glad that he had time to write a scathing letter to 7 oil-producing companies. You guys, a letter. Oh shit! Did you sign your name like that? Real angry? Oh, I want him to see that. I was angry. Here, fold that up. Put that in the mail to them. That'll show them. That'll show them. And then, and when they get the letter, this is from the President of the United States. Dear Mr. They don't give a shit. A letter? We talking about a letter. Man, you better meet with those people and tell them, hey, drill it, frack it, whatever you got to do. Frack it and drill it. And when you're done fracking, drill some more. And when you're done drilling, frack some more. I want the American people, my people, to be paying 25 cents a gallon for gas by tomorrow. Do it. You think they can't? Instead of going a star-spangled hat in hand over to fucking Saudi Arabia to toss some chic salad with some hummus so we can get a few more drops of petrol? The fuck is wrong with you? But remember what Kamala's shirt said, and her husband, the second gentleman, which sounds ridiculous. Leaders lead with love, guys. Oh, I just got to put my hand right here just because I can feel it in my heart. Leaders lead with love. It's love, guys. Oh, love. No. Leaders don't lead with leadership. They don't lead with aggression. No. They lead with love. Hey, OPEC. Hey, guys. You think you can maybe give us a couple drops in America? That'd be cool. If not, I get it. It's all good. It's all love. It's love. No. Don't leave with no fucking love. All right? We don't need that shit. We got love in our own lives. I got a wife that loves me. I got family members, friends that love me. I got kids that love me. I got plenty of love. Valentine's Day every day in my life. Plenty of love. You lead with balls. You lead with testicular fortitude. We are America. We are the lead dog. The rest of the world looks at our ass and balls. Okay? The rest of the world looks at our chocolate starfish and our scrotum sack because they're always behind us, because we're always in front leading the world. The world is a better place when America is doing well. The world is not a better place when they're looking at us like, oh shit, what's going to happen to America? Oh shit, what's America going to do? Because their economies are contingent on what we do. So we got to have our shit together so the rest of the world has their shit together. But we can't. Because we have an angry old man with soiled pants at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. We have a man who can't get up the stairs all the way. We have a man who can't get through a sentence all the way. We have a president whose wife was sitting next to him and had to tell him, go ahead and wave, sweetheart. We have a man in the highest office in the land who, when he's done talking, he looks like this. He don't know where to go. Remember when he stuck his hand out to shake somebody's hand who wasn't there? I wish I was making this shit up. I wish I saw this on some comedy show. I wish I saw this on SNL if I still watched that unfunny shit. But I'm not making it up. It's all true. I'm tired of blaming it on government spending. I'm tired of it. No, I'm being serious. I'm being serious. Huh? Don't you just want to walk by the White House and throw eggs at it and go, ha ha? Don't you want to do that? Shouldn't we just all get a paper bag and put dog shit in it and then light it and put it on his porch and watch it come out? Yeah, you're trying to set my house on fire? Ah, there's shit in that bag. Jill, get me a new pair of slippers. I got dog shit on these. Again, I'll get you, you little rapscallions. That's who we got. Not the man who would push through the crowd so he can be in front. Remember that shit? Remember Trudeau tried to shake his hand and he looked at him, you better get that maple syrup covered piece of shit out of my face. Remember the last G20 summit? All the other world leaders over here and ours is over here in the corner looking at butterflies. That's how we know they're not serious about our problems. They're all in there at the January 6th committee hearings while we're out here trying to fucking survive. They don't care. They can say what they want. What are they doing? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Supply chain's fucked up. I couldn't tell you where the damn transportation czar, whatever they call him, is. I don't even know where he is. Borders wide open. Groups of tens of thousands of people headed up here. She ain't even down there. Instead of getting the shit, you do whatever you need to get what we need and maintain our level of living. What do they call that when you get divorced and the man has to pay the woman alimony because of the life because of the life she's become accustomed to? Well, we've become accustomed to a few things here. And one of them is going into the grocery store and getting what I need whenever I need it. Shelves packed to the roof. Too much. Excess. That's what we're accustomed to. Having real leaders. That's what we're accustomed to. Not leading with love. I don't need your love. Get your ass out there and represent me. Get me what I want. Bzz, get out of here. But American citizen, get out of my face. I don't want to look at you anymore. Fuck off. Go do your job. Go find the root cause and do the real work. Get out of here, man. What? America has shortages? Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. But I'll tell you what you can't believe. I got a Venmo, GreenforGreen, Cash.app, $, Jericho Green 1, the number 1, Father, all caps. It'll get you 20% off. Green gear, all my designs, new ones, everything. That's the promo code. Super chats. I see him up there. I will get to him. Join the club. Bring him. Get him in. First come, first serve. Viewer supported platform, people. Help me out. P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. But first, friends, temperatures aren't the only thing rising. Gasoline prices, food prices, tensions throughout society, global conflict, and supply chain breakdowns, you name it. Experts say the looming global food crisis will be worse than any year since World War II. What should you do? Go to preparewithjericho.com and get your long-term emergency food storage from My Patriot Supply while you still can. My Patriot Supply is America's largest preparedness company with millions of satisfied customers. Their food lasts for up to 25 years in storage. When you need it, it will be there. Act quickly and save $150 on a 3-month emergency food kit. These food kits provide breakfast, lunch, dinner, drinks, and snacks totaling over 2,000 calories a day. And also, you won't go hungry when you have this emergency food. So go to preparewithjericho.com and save $150 on your 3-month emergency food kit. That's preparewithjericho.com. Get your family's emergency food while you still can. Go to preparewithjericho.com. Comment section. What are you talking about? Let's see. Charles Davis, yes, more deaths by drugs. Why are they not talking about that? Why are they not talking about the fentanyl deaths? Number one, fentanyl don't give a shit what you look like. Fentanyl don't give a shit how much money you make, how many kids you have, what dreams you have in your life, who is going to be shattered by your death. Fentanyl's killing them all, 18 to 45 across the board. All right? Why are they not talking about that every single night on every news outlet? I'll tell you, because they don't care. How can you have 100,000 deaths from fentanyl last year? You know where it's coming from, but you take the damn door off the hinges to keep it out. A fucking teaspoon of fentanyl will kill everybody watching this shit, and nobody cares. Greg Davis, you are 100% right. Grab that like button. I don't know how you grab it, but maybe push it. There we go. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, please. Myth Pup 2.0, a stairway from having high heels as our leader. That's right. They put the wrong set of steps in front of Joe, and it's Kamala time. If they get rid of Joe, then we'll have the hoe. Cameron Ryder, number 8. Thank you. Jericho for president. Man, they don't want me there. I'll straighten this shit out in 20 minutes. The whole world will hate me. And I don't care because I don't work for the world. China, suck it. That would be the first thing I say after the inauguration. After they swear me in, I'm going to face palm the person swear me in and say, China, suck it. That's what I'm going to say. Bill Meehan, anybody here think of your job? Would Biden be able to do it or even be hired? Hell no. Hell, there's people flipping burgers right now saying this motherfucker wouldn't even know how to hold a spatula. And you're right. Scott Funkhauser, crazy hot here this weekend. Weekend looks like a little reprieve. Where are you from, Scott? Jim Jones, $6 for an 8-pack of bubbly water. See, everything is delivered by a truck. Trucks still run on fuel. It affects everything. Stupid Putin. Barb Fighter. Booty Plug is a typical LGBT alphabet soup group affirmative action employee who is incompetent to do his job. Those who are qualified never get the jobs. Biden said when he was on the campaign trail what he's going to do. How he's going to destroy these situations and just put these positions, these jobs, and just put people in there who check the boxes. Not meritocracy, not how good you are, not how good are you at your job and how good can you serve the American people. No. Do you check the boxes of victimhood? Are you a this or that? Are you the right color? Are you the right gender? Do you got a clam down there? It don't even have to be a real clam. It could be a DIY clam that you made yourself. As long as you got something that looks like one. And the more freaky and fucked up you are, the higher you go on the list of people to be hired. Look at the health board director. What's his name? Rachel Levine? Look at that crazy son of a bitch. He looks like the dude from Silence of the Lambs. What was his name? Wild Bill? I'd fuck me. Remember that? He had his legs crossed and tucked his dick, and he was in the mirror like this. I'd fuck me. You ever wonder what happened? You ever watch those shows, Where Are They Now? You know what happened to that guy? He's in the fucking administration, in charge of the health department. Somebody tell me what that dude's name was. I know, was it Wild Bill? I can never remember that shit. But that's who we got. You look at that movie and say, damn, that dude's weird. No, that dude's employed. He's in our administration. It puts the lotion on. I'd fuck me. I wouldn't fuck that with your dick and me pushing. James Daves. And now Hunter says, Slow Biden says he is a god. Yeah, I saw that shit. Yeah, crack god. Lord of the crackheads. That's about it. Jason Williams, my wallet is empty. F you, Joe. That's right. He stuck his old wrinkly ass hand in there and took it all. Like Al, remember the beginning of Married with Children? Al just sat there and opened his wallet. Here they come. That's what they were doing with Barry. They're shoving his ass around. All the leaders of the world, China and shit, they get around Barry in a circle and just shove him back and forth. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, sorry, please. I'll lift my jacket up so you can have user access in my pockets and take that American taxpayer money. Thank you. Fucking doofus. Trouble. We are in it. John Buck, thank you for your service, Mr. Green. Hey, no problem, man. I had no problem serving in the world's finest Navy. Hoorah. Go Navy. Smooth sailing. Anybody says anything otherwise, you are lying to yourself. J2007 Fernando says, oh, sucky, sucky. Oh, man. Rick LP, fuck China, Russia, Taiwan, and Ukraine. Don't you dare talk about Ukraine. Rick, right now, go to your profile, go to your little profile pic here on YouTube, and I want it changed to a Ukraine flag right now. You face Ukraine. You find which direction Ukraine is in. You get down on your knees and beg for their forgiveness. Those poor people are going through a war right now. That war is so bad that their president has time to get his hair cut, do a Zoom call with some students at Stanford, and have some American dignitaries visit him and be on the cover of Time magazine. So you watch your tongue, sir. Watch it. Yeah, that's right, Andy. How about all the dead cattle in Kansas? I originally saw 3,000 dead. Just saw something else that said it could be as high as 10,000. Damn, 10,000 head of cattle. Now, not only does that take food out of our mouths, but what about those farmers who own those cows? What about that massive loss that they took? What's that going to do to their family and their finances? Oh, sorry, guys. You put that on the growing list of things they don't give a shit about. Boomer Bear says, fentanyl coming through the border, but Dems say the POCs have dreams. Yeah, I got a dream too. Stop killing us. I got another dream. Go to the front door and wait in line like everybody else. What about where are all the immigrants from European countries and other countries too far to just pack up your backpack and walk up here? I wonder what they think. Greg Davis, Jericho Green 2024. Let's do it. Me and Trump will handle shit. You thought Trump said crazy shit? Man, I'll cuss these fools out. Don't get me in front of the press corps, please. Game Hinge Patriot. I heard Soros funded Newsmax about 2 years ago. Never verified that, though. I hope not. Newsmax is one of the good guys, I think, but that's also what we thought about Fox News, huh? We'll get into that in a second. We'll get into that in just a second, won't we? Darlene, she says, what if an autopsy showed that those cattle might have been cooked inside out? A lot of unusual things happen in the USA lately, isn't there? Yeah, you're right. Again, take that tinfoil hat off of your head. Throw it away because this shit is real. Patrick Hattrick, what's up? What up from Ohio? Ohio, what's going on? Midwest. Moments Divine. Neighbor's jab son both came down with the coof last week. What's up with that? All the jab ones getting sick. Yeah, man. I'd like to think that wasn't the case, and I wish those people wouldn't be sick after taking that shit, but that's what happens when you take an experimental drug, an experimental compound, and put it inside of your body. No thanks. That shit was too quick. Too quick. You know, some things are too quick, it's too good, too whatever. That's it. Because 10 years? Fast track is like 4 years for the FDA. 10 years is the norm for you to develop something and get it to market for people to be able to use. And they did that shit in 8 months, less than a year. Now, that's one of the things I didn't like. Well, I can't say I didn't like it, but Trump was in a unique position. He was under unique pressures to put something out on the market because of the sweet and sour sniffles. One thing I do like, and hey, Trump can take that shit if he wants to. That's Trump's body. Okay, his body, his choice, right? So he can put whatever he wants in his body. And he can say, hey, he actually handled it right. If Biden had done this, I would have a little less hate for him. But he said, look, here it is. Get it if you want. I recommend it. I took it. Do what you want to do. I'm done. You get more bees with honey. So I like the way he handled it. I could care less what he puts in his body, but make it available. Make your own damn decision and do what you want. There's people that put all kinds of crazy shit inside of their body every single day. That's ordained by our government. Alcohol, prescription drugs. Look on TV. Oh, you got itchy skin on your arm? No problem. We got something for you. But the side effects are like anal leakage, impotency, swollen bowels, blindness. So hey, same thing. This drug's probably gonna fuck you up. Take it if you want to. Same thing. So I don't really hate on Trump for that. You take it, collect your information, decide what you want to do with your body. I don't give a shit. But I didn't do it. And hey, to those people who are having health issues from it, sorry. That is really shitty. I feel bad for the kids. I really do. I hope that doesn't happen to them. Scary Harry Flanagan says, we could airdrop the supplies. There are ways to fix this. You damn right. We airdrop shit to other countries all the time. Look out below. Here comes some rice and shit. Here comes a bunch of t-shirts from the teams that did not win the championship. I'm telling you. Help to Hope. Why don't they let me send you a super chat? That's a good question, man. I saw some coming in. Who is it? Somebody yesterday. Oh, James yesterday was telling me how he was having trouble sending it, and it finally took. So give it another try. Please don't give up. But I don't know why they're hating. That's bullshit. CRC said DIY clam. Yeah, man, that's what it is. Ku Klux trans members, that ain't no real vagine. They ain't no real punani. That's some knockoff punani. That's some bootleg shit. You did that yourself. You turn the lamp a certain way. You DIY that shit at home. That ain't real. You can't get no pleasure from that. Buffalo Bill. Thank you, Jeff Stitt. Hey, shout out to my man, Jeff. I appreciate the letters, man. I hope you got the last one I sent back to you. Buffalo Bill. That's his name. Yeah. It puts a lotion on his skin. You better put the lotion back in the bucket. Jason Williams. It puts a lotion in the basket. I'd fuck me. Woo, man, that was crazy. But yeah, you look at that and like, oh, that's in a movie. No, that's in the White House. Rachel Levine. Are you kidding me? Why do they always look like an escaped mental patient? Shout out to my man, Nick W. I was emailing him back and forth about this. I was like, why do they always look crazy as hell? Don't judge a book by its cover, Jericho. I'm sorry. If the cover looks like that, I'm judging it. These people look nuts. They look crazier. They look nuttier than squirrel shit. Why is no one saying anything about this? Are you kidding me? Oh, man. These crazy bastards. It puts a lotion in the basket. You damn right. Oh, shit. Jeff Gray says, how dare you disrespect the Ukrainian people? Don't you know they are part of the LGBT? Blah, 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 blah. Remember that part in Anchorman where he just hit the keys and it was like, blah, blah, blah. That didn't even make any sense. That's exactly right. Uh-oh. Hey, good point, Jeff. You just reminded me of something. So all of these people with the hashtag we stand with Ukraine and the blue and yellow flags everywhere and hashtag this and that, we support you. Guys, I know it's in the middle of Pride Month, in the middle of June, but I got to drop this little truth bomb on you. It's just a little bomb. Don't worry. It's against the law to be gay in Ukraine. I'm just saying. Out of one side of your mouth, acceptance and diversity, we love everybody, alphabet soup group. And then on the other side of your mouth, you're saying, oh, we support Ukraine, but Ukraine doesn't like gay people. See how crazy this shit is? Biden's over there to beg for oil in Saudi Arabia. If you're gay in Saudi Arabia, stand by. They're probably going to kill you. Brian, King B. Falcone, what's up, man? Good to see you again. Time, the criminal magazine. That's right. Remember a couple years ago, Trump is standing in front of that little brown girl, looking down at her like, fuck you, little brown kid. Get back over there in your country and die. Border Patrol is snatching these children from the arms of their mothers. Please don't take my baby. Right? Uh-oh, wrong. Come to find out that the kid in that picture was with a woman that wasn't even her mama. Whoops. 1-2 layers on this onion and you find the bullshit. Please, Mr. Trump, don't take my baby. Hey, lady, it's not your baby. People are fucked up. Let's talk about how much Fox News sucks, shall we? So, Tim Stewart, Jericho, Simplify. Hey, shout out to the Marines, but it's Navy all day here. Marines are Department of the Navy. But anyway, Fox News. So the other day, they did a segment, a 5-minute segment about this family in Southern California. So far, so good, right? Nothing wrong with doing a segment on an American family. You're probably thinking this is going to be some good old nuclear family promotion. We need more of this, Jericho. We need to see more nuclear families doing well and thriving and speaking out against this evil. Evil. You're right. They should. That's not what they're doing. See, this little family in Southern California, there's a twist to it. They have a daughter who has transitioned into a young man, 14 years old. Pause. Stop right there, guys. Think back to when you were 14 years old. Should you be making heavy life-altering decisions? Think of what your room looked like when you were 14 years old. Think of the friends you were hanging out with when you were 14 years old. Think of your personal hygiene at 14 years old. Now, after remembering all of that, should you be making decisions that affect the rest of your life? I know, I'll say it, guys. Hell no. But this family did. And Fox News was showing it like, yeah, this is okay. And this family sits there and openly talks about child abuse, saying that, I don't even remember what they're calling the kid. But the kid was born as a girl. So they're saying that, oh, well, you know, as before he could talk, or before she could talk, she was telling us that she was transgender. Wait a minute. Listen to that sentence. Before she could talk, she was telling us. Talking and telling go hand in hand. So if you can't talk, how are you telling people anything? And they said that he came out at 5 years old. 5? 5. My son is 6. I don't let him decide what he wears out of the house. If I tell my son we're going somewhere, you can put on whatever you want, Junior. You know what he's going to come out of that room looking like? A homeless child that doesn't have access to a mirror. He's going to come out with some crazy ass shoes. He's probably going to have all the toys he owns stuffed into his waistband, some sunglasses that are all scratched and fucked up. I took him, he wanted some chains. He wanted some jewelry to wear. So instead of going out and buying my 6-year-old jewelry, I went to Ace and had them cut like 1.5 foot a chain, and I put that shit together. He had a bunch of chains on. He loved it. But he looks ridiculous. He probably have half a ninja suit or one Hulk glove. He would look terrible. I can't let him make those decisions. I can't let my son decide what he wants to eat for dinner. You know why? Because it would be pizza every night. It would be dessert every night, washed down with a glass of some high in sugar juice. His teeth will be falling out of his head. He wouldn't bathe. He wouldn't brush his hair. He wouldn't clean his room. But you're telling me that these 5-year-olds that still 15% of their diet is boogers? And you're going to tell me they can make a decision that could possibly cause them to kill themselves? Fuck you, Fox News. That shit is not okay. And this woman, the mom's been writing books or living with whatever they call this kid now. That is child abuse. That is a phase. My son used to watch Paw Patrol relentlessly. Now he doesn't. Things change. Kids change. Kids, when you paint something, if you paint a wall, right after you paint it, are you going to go lean up against it? No, because you'll get paint on your clothes. What do you have to do? You have to let the paint dry. You have to let it cure. You have to let it finish doing its thing chemically before you mess with it. Same with kids. They're not done yet. They're not fully developed. They're not ready. You ever been baking something? Your mom ever throw a cake in there? And you ever see your mom take a piece of spaghetti and stick it in the middle of that cake and pull it out? You know what she's doing? She's checking to see if the cake is ready. Because if that spaghetti, that strand of spaghetti comes out with stuff on it, that means the cake's not done. It needs to finish. These kids aren't done. Let them finish. Stop pushing them down these paths of potential suicide. Yes, over 40% of them will kill themselves post-surgery, post getting what they think they want. And Fox, there are very few conservative safe spaces out there. Fox used to be one of them, not anymore. And like I said earlier, I like Tucker Carlson. Let him start talking this shit. I'll leave his ass alone too. This is horrible. All you parents doing this shit to your kids, get rid of all the chairs, stools, and belts in your house. I hope you know what I mean by that. That is horrible. And they put that shit on there like it was nothing. Like their viewers weren't going to be like, what the fuck is this? And I hope they feel the pain. This shit is not right. What were they thinking? What were they thinking? This was out of nowhere. Fox, I am totally surprised by this, shocked, and you suck. I will never watch that shit again. I'll catch some clips of Tucker Carlson on YouTube, but I'm cool with Fox News. That was some bullshit. Goontoon says, yes, Red Tsunami is looking massive. Yeah, didn't a Mexican lady won a seat that had been Democrat for like over 100 years in Texas. So I hope that's an indication. B-Dub says, Kansas has well over 1 million cows. 10,000 dying should do nothing to prices, but they want that story out there to act as if these 10,000 made the prices rise. I don't think it's going to make the prices rise, but I think it's indicative of things to come. I wouldn't be surprised if next we heard of 50,000 cows dying from a heat wave. I don't think that will affect prices, but it's indicative. I believe so, B-Dub. Andy Carmen, I think he's referring to when you were 14, but it says you were jerking off in a sock. Exactly. But no, hey, kid who just jerked off in one of his tube socks, make a decision about your life, please, because you're obviously prepared to do that. Jenny Cavender says boogers are protein. Yes, but there are other ways to get that protein. Charles Davis, your son sounds great. He is, man. That's my boy. I love that boy to death. He's the greatest little human being I've ever seen in my life. Johnny Kelly says, I used to beat my son up with Hulk gloves. Yeah, man, they'd give me one of them Hulk gloves. I'd be beating the hell out of my son all the time. My wife's like, let him win sometimes. Hell no. I don't want to give him any false indication that he could take me in any way. I win every time. Every time. Ramus Lambert says that purple stuff instead of Sunny D. No, hell no, Sunny D either. All that shit's bad. Got some OJs, some purple stuff. I remember those commercials. Foghorn Leghorn. I say. Only 15%. Yeah, man, I was low balling it. Only 15. Scary Harry Flanagan says, I used to have a t-shirt that said, the hell with your mountain, show me your bush beer. My mom snatched it. Yeah, man. I remember one of my remember those Big Johnson t-shirts? one of my friends gave me, I think it was a Cindy Crawford poster. And she had a jean jacket on. It was off her shoulders. And she had a one-piece bikini and in like bedazzled crystals or whatever said Hollywood across her titties. And I was like 12. My mom kept that until I was 14. She wouldn't let me put that shit up in my room until I was 14. I was like, oh, come on, mom, you ain't showing nothing. She was like, nope. Kevin Mitchell, unfit parents are numerous. Yeah, man, it's really sad. China was onto something with their one-child policy because in order to get to have the one child, you have to go through a screening process. The parents have to sit down with somebody and go through a screening process. So I'm cool. Charles Davis says, I saw your beautiful daughter. What? You better explain that, Charles, because I don't remember putting any pictures of her on the internet. So tell me. Angie G, so why do you have to be 21 to buy a gun? Just another hurdle to put in the way for us. I don't know. You don't got to be 18 to go grab one of their guns and go fight in a war. So I don't see why you'd have to be 21 here. And 20, why you got to be 21 to drink? You can be 18 and go fight a war, possibly get killed or come back maimed mentally or physically, but can't have a cold one, son. Can't have a cold one. Paul, child abuse, plain and simple. That's right. Let's not make it overcomplicated. That's exactly what it is. Foghorn Leghorn said, boogers are your body's own snacks. No, keep them in your body. Larry Perry, CBs. Hey, shout out to CBs. They're like special ops who can build shit. Shout out to them. So one more thing I wanted to talk about. So in Idaho, yeah. So that shit is so stupid. Hold on. But first, friends, temperatures aren't the only thing rising. Gasoline prices, food prices, tensions throughout society, global conflict, supply chain breakdowns, you name it. Experts say the looming global food crisis will be worse than any year since World War II. What should you do? Go to preparewithjericho.com, get your long-term emergency food storage from My Patriot Supply while you still can. My Patriot Supply is America's largest preparedness company with millions of satisfied customers. Their food lasts for up to 25 years in storage. When you need it, it will be there. Act quickly and save $150 on a 3-month emergency food kit. These kits provide breakfast, lunch, dinners, drinks, and snacks, totaling over 2,000 calories per day. You won't go hungry when you have this emergency food. So go to preparewithjericho.com and save $150 on your 3-month emergency food kit. That's preparewithjericho.com. Get your family's emergency food while there's still time. Preparewithjericho.com. Venmo, green for green. Cash.app, $Jericho Green, and the number 1. Promo code FATHER, all caps, for 20% off all green gear. Super chats, keep them coming. First come, first serve. So, the white supremacists in Idaho at the Pride Parade. Okay, check this shit out. Again, I was going back and forth with my brother about this. My brother and I don't see eye to eye about everything. We do about a lot of things. My brother is very smart. He's formally educated, at least 2 master's degrees. I believe he's working on a PhD. He served in the Army and the Air Force, the Army National Guard and the Air National Guard. Wife, 2 kids, great guy. That's my boy, okay? But we don't agree on everything. And so we were talking about this particular incident. And if you haven't heard about it, there was a pride parade in Idaho. And apparently at this hotel, not too far from the event, a lady, I think it was, or let's just say a good Samaritan, was at their hotel, and they peer out their hotel window and they see 20 or 30 men all kind of dressed similarly with white masks over their face, you know, like the gator mask, the one you can stretch out, put over here, put over your fucking head. So they got a bunch of those gator masks on, handcuffs, zip ties with them, and some got bull horns and shit. And they're all loading into the back of this U-Haul truck. And so the lady or the Good Samaritan, whatever. They look out their window and they see this. So they call the police, a bunch of guys with like riot gear and stuff, and they're loading up into this U-Haul truck. Get them. So I don't know if the person said that they thought they were going to start a riot at this event, but they said that this is what they saw. The police pull them over, and they pull all the guys up. There's 30 guys in the back of this U-Haul truck, the one with the little box on the back. And they open it up, about 30 dudes in there with riot gear. They said they had riot gear. So they take all the guys out, and they zip tie them because, they don't got enough cuffs. And I spoke to somebody in the law enforcement community. Shout out to my man, Kenny. And I talked to him about this, and he's a police officer here in California, but there are certain things that are true throughout all law enforcement, meaning all police departments, sheriff's departments. There are just certain ways that you conduct yourself and certain things that you do to ensure your safety. So these men were pulled out. They're all zip tied, but they left their masks on. See, here's all the things that are weird. They were supposed to be there to cause a riot at this pride parade. So number one, they had them all on their knees, zip tied up. Their masks were still on. They had no guns. And it was riot gear. They just had riot gear. They weren't rioting. They didn't catch them in the act of rioting, which is a crime. They just had riot gear. And one of the guys, at least one of them, you could see where he had the bullhorn strapped across him. And the cops left it on him while he's sitting there on his knees, zip tied. So they didn't take their masks off. You would think they would to identify them and see who the fuck they're talking to. And how can you charge somebody with a misdemeanor if they haven't done anything? They could have been in full riot gear. They could have been wearing all the shit and standing there. That's not a crime yet. Again, they didn't catch them in the act of rioting. They caught them before. I didn't know you could be detained or arrested for having riot gear and not like Molotov cocktails and bricks and shit, like shields, shin guards, stuff like that. I didn't know that that was against the law, even in Idaho. But all these guys are arrested and got charged with misdemeanors. What does that even mean? But this is the boogeyman that they all get wet for. This is the boogeyman that they stroke themselves to sleep, the images that they stroke themselves to sleep with every night. Evil, cisgender, white supremacists. You got the AG up there talking about the number one terrorist threat in this country are white supremacist groups. What white supremacist groups? Where? I'm sure there are some, but are there any significant enough to do anything? So you found a bunch of white dudes with riot gear in the back of a U-Haul truck. Congratulations. Did they do anything? Did you maybe get them for no seatbelt? Maybe get them for riding in the back of the van where you're not the back of the U-Haul truck, which you're not supposed to? Can you be arrested for that? And if these are white supremacists, why wouldn't you show their faces? They're under arrest. Take their mask off so you can see their face. Why not? And then they released one of the things my brother showed me. He's like, "Oh, check it out. They released their mug shots." Okay. What does that mean? Does a mugshot prove white supremacy? Like, this isn't even news. Now, how these guys got out and started kicking a bunch of LGBT, Ku Klux trans members' asses, yeah, that's news. You shouldn't be doing that. But you caught them on their way to where they may or may not have been planning to do something. That just sounds weak. I said it reeks of Smollett. You caught them before they did something. Okay, great. But can you arrest people for that? And Kenny was saying, he's like, what if they were going to be there to protect the parade goers? They hadn't done anything yet. You can't preemptively arrest somebody for something you think they may or may not do, or because a good Samaritan made a phone call. Now, if these were real white supremacists and they were there fucking with people, arrest them. You can't do that. But for being a white supremacist, that's not an arrestable offense. It just isn't. It's very weak. And if it was a real story, you would hear all them cackling ahooas on The View talking about it. The dude, Ricky Maddow on MSNBC, the greasy lip bitch, Donna Lamone, all these blue check marks. There, I told you. And even if they were all white supremacists, they all had tattoos across their chest that said white supremacists, and they were caught in the act of rioting, that's not indicative of this country. That does not mean we have a white supremacist problem. Because white supremacists usually attack or harm people of color, right? Show me. Because all these Asian people pushed in front of trains and fucked with, they don't look like white supremacists to me. All these teenagers getting gunned down in downtown Chicago, it's not done by white supremacists. Their killers don't look like white supremacists to me. Not unless white supremacist recruitment numbers are so down that they're starting to recruit immigrants and black people. If that's the case, then okay, maybe they are white supremacists, but I don't think so. So just a little, to put it in a little nutshell, 30 white guys were found in the back of a U-Haul truck with riot gear, and they were pulled over and arrested. The end. Stupid. But you know, they got to jump at this shit. They're like piranhas. Any little morsel that falls in there, they fucking go crazy over. Because supply is not meeting the demand. There's a high demand for white supremacists and racism in this country. We just don't have the supply. Good. Why do they want that? What do you think would happen if this country was overrun with white supremacists? All you POCs, how do you think that would go for you? And if there is some kind of white supremacist revolution coming, I certainly hope that they can distinguish between the black folks who ain't buying into that shit and the black folks who do. Take them, not me. I don't believe that bullshit. I'm not a victim. No white man has his boot on my neck holding me back. This is America. That shit don't happen here. If you're being held back, look at yourself. You're probably doing the holding. I got on this guy's Firebird 1312. I got on his Discord, and he's telling me, well, what if, somebody works, has 2 jobs at McDonald's and they just can't make it? Yeah, you can. He said, what if they got a family of 4 and you're working at McDonald's? If you got a family of 4 and you're working at McDonald's, you fucked up. Get yourself out of the position. Get yourself out of the hood. Sleep a couple hours less. Do a little more studying. Focus on something you're good at. Start a YouTube channel. Take your ass to school. The government's wiping out debt left and right. But if you look behind you, you're not going to fall. You're not going to find some mythical white man holding onto your leg. You ain't going nowhere, boy. You're black. You can't go that far in this country. Get your ass over here in despair. No, I don't think so. Stop that shit. Don't forget, guys, Venmo, GreenforGreen, Cash.app, $Jericho Green, 1, promo code FATHER, all caps, for 20% off all green gear. Hit me on that snail mail tip. P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. Viewer supported platform. Thank you, people. We've done it. Once again, another live. You know what that means. Super chats. Let's go. Let's go. Pioneer Mapping. Thank you for the 15. Hey, Jericho. Jake from Prescott Valley, Arizona. That's where the sun is right now. Just sending you some of my hard-earned money to show appreciation to your content. Peace. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Jake from Prescott Valley, Arizona. It sounds hot. Prescott Valley, Arizona sounds hot. I bet you if Jake looked out his window right now, he's going to see a tumbleweed. Shane Crandall, thank you very much for that. Washington. All right. Help to Hope, $20. 20 euros. How you like that? Are you from the UK? Okay, second try. You got it. Second time's a charm. Just wanted to tell you, keep doing what you're doing, sir. I'm Scottish. All right, my bad. You're Scottish. And I follow American politics because it's important to us all. That is right. Please elect Trump in 2024. The world needs him. Thank you. Exactly. Exactly. When we do well, the world does well. The bad guys recede into the shadows when America's out there shining that bright ass light. Thank you for showing love all the way from Scotland, where 75% of the world's redheads come from. Bet you didn't know that. Tell them that at your next party, huh? Tell them. All right, we got more supers coming up. I know it. I saw them. I saw them. Where are the super chats? Where are the supers? Whoa, what? Wait a minute, hold on. It's like, what the hell was that? Did somebody say something about $1.78 a gallon gas? Where the hell is that? Where? Make room, because I'm coming. Damn it, I lost it. I don't think they were saying it's $1.78 a gallon. That ain't happening in this country. Like I said, yesterday, hit $5. Average cost of a gallon of gas in America is $5. Remember when you would laugh at that and say, no way, no way, way. Eileen J., thank you very much. 783 homicides in all of Canada in 2020. 277 of those were committed with firearms. 163 of those were handguns. Same year, 47,000 substance abuse related deaths. Ban guns, decriminalize drugs. There you go. That's the remedy. Where's the real problem? Over there? We're going that way. We're going the opposite direction. That is a huge discrepancy. Get it together, Canada. It's only going to get worse under Justin Castro, one of the weakest leaders in world history. Bukalik Buffalo. Man, I got to figure out how to say that. I wish there was a audio version where I could hear these names. Ha ha! You got some killer impersonations. Thank you, man. I've been working on them for a long time. Or miss. But I'm gonna say, man. I'm gonna go with fella. Thank you. And it's pretty easy to do his impression. Just do the impression of a feeble old man, and you nailed it. Nailed it. Just a feeble old pudding eater. That man should be sitting by a pond with a blanket across his lap, tossing stale bread to the wildlife. B-Dub, thank you. Says, I think men are doubling the demand for tampons, which is causing the shortage. Don't food suppliers have bulletproof sprinkler systems? That's what I'm saying. I know they put money into that. What's up with that? And yeah, men can have periods. They have vaginas too. So ladies, remember how ladies, you'd have a tampon in your purse in case you or a friend of yours needed one? Well, start handing them out to the fellas because they need them too. Or they should just go up to the public schools in Oregon where they have them in boys' bathrooms too. Ain't that fucking stupid? Slate Dragon 935. Thank you. Jericho, did you hear that they are going to start taxing how much sheep and cows burp and fart in New Zealand? Damn, New Zealand? Crikey. I mean, come on, man. What? Okay, you're going to tax that? Who's that money going to? Or is it going to some research firm that's going to figure out how to make them fart and burp less? Or is some fucking empty suit corrupt turd going to skim that shit off the top like cream? Which one do you think? Shout out to Mel and Faye Fox. What's up? Yo, Hoser. My man Christian, my Canadian connection, America's hat. What are you talking about? It's not about you. Again, my man Christian, thank you. He says, what's your take on all the strange... Oh, yeah. We talked about that shit. That's weird, man. It really is weird. I'm going to look some more into that because I feel like there'll definitely be more coming soon. And what? So I wonder if there's a way you can find out from the fire departments what the cause of the fire was, because that's what firefighters do. They're fire investigators. After the firefighters are there putting out the fire, the investigators come in and figure out, how did this shit happen? The point of origin. Are there any accelerants being used? I'd like to see their reports. And Floki, thank you very much. A C note, 100, a Benjamin. And the reason you call it a C note is because all $100 bill serial numbers start with a C. Boom. Thank you very much for that, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. There, Aussie super chats. Here we go. Another one. Jeff Gray. Thank you for the twomp. He said, "What's good, Jericho Green? Longtime subscriber here. Have an excellent day from deep behind enemy lines here in Northern California. Much love." I'm right there with you, Jeff. I'm right there in that commie foxhole with you. That disgusting, distended anus known as California. Like if America was a body, California is the limb with gangrene in it that's rotting and needs to be severed. Analog IDC. Here's a half gallon of gas, $5. Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you for that half gallon. That'll be enough to start my truck. Fucking ridiculous. $10 is coming. What are we going to do when the average cost of a gallon of fuel in America is $10? If that's the case, it'll be $15, $17 in California. Then how are you going to drive? People like myself who live kind of in a rural area, it's 15 minutes to the nearest like town with like a Walmart and shit, and like a town, a city. What are you supposed to do? Save up? Hey kids, don't get sick or hurt yet. I don't got the money to take you to the hospital. And the ambulance probably won't come all the way out here because they don't got the money either. Remember that Michigan Police Department that's prioritizing calls because they no longer have a fuel budget? What country is this? Are lights going to start going out in the middle of the day? In California, they might. Just a man evaluating stuff. Thank you very much. He says, William K. Morris, a.k.a. Corn Pop, was a black man that died in 2016. He was the guy Biden used to emasculate by calling him Esther Williams, according to Morris's sister in a Washington Post article. Let me talk to Corn Pop's people and see if he actually fucking tussled with him. Corn Pop. That's probably why he said that, because the dude was already dead. Astro One, thank you for the Hamilton. Good day, Jericho, my man. Love your work and all you do. Greetings from Kansas. Kansas with all the dead cows. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. To all of you, I appreciate the donations. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate you being here. I got a lot of appreciation, people. Just trying to give a little. Just trying to give a little out. Trying to squirt a little appreciation on you guys. This is like Gallagher. You about to get something on you sitting in the first few rows. Alicia, thank you very much. She says, thank you very much for all that you do. Thank you for being here. I just say what we're all thinking. D Light, another Hamilton. Thank you. Remember that song "Groove Is in the Heart"? It's from that group D Light. Jason Moyer says Fox rules. Okay. I'm reloading. Hoser, again, thank you. No earpiece, buddy. I can't listen to you while I work. Oh, what? You missing some good stuff today, Christian. You missing the good shit. All right, that's the supers. Thank you very much. People, we did it. We did it again. Oops, I did it again. Uh-oh, we got a late arrival. We got a late entry. I'll take care of it. Havoc Master, thank you very much for the cinco, my friend. Thank you for the $5. If gas goes up much more, people who travel over 40 miles one way will quit their job. Let's say you have to quit your job and live there. Or not quit your job and live there. Live at your job. And even if you do quit, hey, can I stay? Because I don't got the money to go home. Loveland King, I was just thinking about D-Light. Yeah, Groove Is in the Heart. I love that song. Bootsy Collins was in that song. Groove is in the heart. That was a shit. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That song is a shit. I'm gonna put that on a playlist. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Since we had so much fun, let's do it again. Like the Bill Cosby Sidney Poitier movie. Let's do it again. 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be here. The question is, will you be here? But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please. Oh, hold on, guys. I was going to say my whole closeout, but we got another one. A-Bear71, thank you very much for the Hamilton. He says, thanks for speaking for all of us Americans. Best wishes from upstate New York. Good. How you liking that ghoulish governor you have? I bet either way, it's a lateral move. Either her or Governor Titties and Ass. They both suck. They both want to take your guns. They're both probably weird perverts. But thank you, guys. Now let's see if I can get through this again. Don't worry, I don't mind stopping if you do another super chat, but let's try it again. You know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.